Salute the Badge is sponsored by Montana Rail Link, supporting the Main Street of Montana for 30 years.
A desire to help others is often a common theme among those who choose law enforcement as a career. Tonight, Jill Valley salutes the badge, one of Missoula's newest deputies who already had a long history of law enforcement.
If there was ever a legacy of law enforcement, it's the Sullivan family. This is Dave Sullivan, one of Missoula County's newest deputies. He grew up in the business, so his career path was almost inevitable.
It kind of started when I was young, of course I kind of fell in my father's shoes, and it's been kind of a family tradition.
His grandfather was in law enforcement. His father was the chief of police in Anaconda for a time. His brothers are law enforcement officers across the state now. Davis served as a correctional officer at the state prison in Deer Lodge and as a deputy in Beaverhead County before heading to Missoula.
I do enjoy helping people. I feel like I can talk with people for the most part and help try and resolve some of the, the differences and stuff that they're having. If I can make their day a little better, that makes it worth it to me.
Right now, Deputy Sullivan is in the middle of his field training, learning the ins and outs of Missoula County. But no matter where he wears the badge, there are events he's experienced in his career he'll never forget. It reminds him why he serves.
I've had some incidents where there's some children involved in accidents, and that's never easy. They did perish or passed away, and that's always tough. It was always due, most of them were due to DUI, and so that thought weighing on you, if I was in the right place, right time, I could have maybe prevented it. But just being on scene and dealing with it does make it tough.
He loves investigations, following the crumbs to solve the crime. Drunk driving and drugs are common themes in his job. It makes what he does even more important.
It does get to the point where you're kind of wondering, where does it end? But obviously that's one of those battles that we'll continue to fight. I will continue to fight, because I just imagine what it would be like if we weren't here. If we weren't doing it, it would just be so much worse.
In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.
Deputy Sullivan says one of his young sons is already expressing an interest in law enforcement, so the family tradition may continue into another generation.